Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are across this great wide world of ours. Um, I haven't made a video in about 7, 9 days. And what I wanted to talk about today is actually, I'm going to do two videos today. The first video I'm going to do about is just talking about getting out of your comfort zone, which will be on my positive vibe change. Another one I'm going to do one on the BIA, Bureau of Indian Affairs, which will be on my native reservation page. But getting back to the the issue at hand, as I would like to say, is that the video I want to talk about is always getting out of your comfort zone, and this is something that I work on a daily basis. Sometimes it's even something I work on an hourly basis. But it's something that I shouldn't call it something. It's a skill where you get yourself into a position or an area where you just work out of your comfort zone. In other words, what I'm saying is, case in point, is I decided to take a couple of law classes, got accepted to Texas A&M Law School online. Signed up for a couple classes. A couple classes right now run, and then my contract law and my water law classes starting in a couple weeks. It's the way that we work things out, and that's fine with me. It's not a big issue. But the issue for me, or the cusp of what I want to talk about this, is when you step out of your comfort zone, what you're doing in essence is trying something new or doing something new within your life. And something that I'm trying to do on a regular basis. And why I'm doing this, number one, is I know it helps with self-esteem and motivation. And in other words, if you do something and you work really hard at it, it's the old cliche, you're going to fail a lot of times, but it's what you do in those failing attempts that makes you a better person. In other words, what I'm trying to do is learn new skills to better apply to my life. And the only way you're going to learn better skills is get yourself out of the comfort zone. Uh, for instance, my own history has been that number one, I like to read, but then number two, I like to try new things and I also like to try new challenges. And the issue, not right now for me, and I've got to start sticking to this, is starting to lose. One of the challenges I need to start working on is eating healthy, and number two, losing the weight I need to lose. So, and both those issues are very important, have an impact on my life and on my future life. And so the goal here is to always step out of your zone and try new things and try to better yourself as well. So what I'm emphasizing, in case it was, like I said, with the law school, is that I signed up for a writing course. And like anything in life, when I finished my PhD in psychology, I had to write like a psychologist. And like anything within law school, you got to write as a lawyer. So all this is a new skill or a new learning opportunity for me. And I also think that it also helps with your mind. It generates more energy in your mind and helps you achieve more goals in your life. But like I said, physically, like generates information or whatever. But the emphasis should always be stepping out of that comfort zone. And I've talked before about like Steve Jobs, connecting the dots at the end and going by your gut instinct. There's like today, my gut instinct told me about a couple things. And it was like I woke up with a really bad sinus. But I thought, I got to get this quiz done. I got to start outlining for this paper that's due on Sunday. So, and my goal is to write it tomorrow morning, start working on it. It's about 2,000 words. really isn't that big of a thing. But the issue is that it's still quite an extensive part of a new learning activity. And so I need to be able to learn from that activity. And part of that, when I talk about this, is one instance I want to do tomorrow. And I'll go to the library. And then after that, I will go into work. And hopefully, my goal is I'll do some things tonight, prep a lot of things tonight I can write tomorrow, and then get up early Sunday morning, prep some things together with it, and send it. I don't have to be to work. Hopefully, I don't have to be to work till Sunday at 5, and hopefully between the 2 days I can get that pretty well written and out of the way. And then Monday's Labor Day. And then when we talk about that, it's just that we always have to step out of our comfort zone, and learn things. So, when we talk about that, it's easier to move things in a direction once you feel uncomfortable in that zone, or you feel that you can't do it. See, part of my rationale behind that too is that I feel sometimes that I don't necessarily I do things that I do, and that I need to and if you consider three, well, the first one is I have these negative thoughts, and I have to get rid of the negative thoughts. It's not that there's anything going to happen, it's just that I need to move things forward. The second thing is sometimes I doubt myself about things, and I should, there again, go by my instinct. And case in point today, took a quiz, didn't like the score the first time. It was like a low C, and I said, I said to myself, screw this, I'm going to retake it again. I know I could do a lot better. I took it again and got a low A. So it's just the point of those kind of decisions that you make, and then that rationale on the decision is what you could. But then when I took it again, it was a learning opportunity, because there are a couple of things that I saw and I thought, oh yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, this makes sense when I took the quiz. So they give you a chance, which I really is very admirable for school to give you, and it's like taking the grade. You get the higher the grade, they'll accept that grade. So anyway, those are some things I wanted to talk about. It was, step out of your comfort zone, and you'd be surprised of the results you get. Like I said, I just sat down I took the quiz, wanted to get it out of the way, and I thought, I'm going to take it again. And normally, in the past, I've always said, I'm happy with that score and I'll move on. I thought, no, I'm not happy with that. I'm going to, so it was the fact that I wanted to make some changes, and that's part of the thing about it. Anyway, these are just some food for thoughts. It really does work, because really, like I said, this whole week I've had experiences about things that I've tried to step out of my comfort zone and move forward. Case more, so I went up to the library, asked some questions about renting one of the conference rooms. And for instance, tomorrow I have one available at 10 o'clock, 10:30. And the point was I reached out to get that done. So anyway, these are food for thoughts. Excuse me, my throat gets dry. Excuse me, these are food for thought. Please like and subscribe below down there. Have any questions, feel free to reach out to me to B. Thomas Miller Psych, bthomasmillerpsych@gmail.com. It's B. Also, I do have books available on Amazon, self-published. I've been having publishers call me, but they're wanting me to pay dinero for them to publish. And I am not, in the mind of taking my own money on a book that may or may not hit where I want it to hit. In other words, what I mean by hit is that this book will sell copies of it. So, and the topic, for instance, I'm talking about positive self-esteem motivation. Yeah, that's a topic, but the one on Native Americans and reservations is not maybe high quality, not high quality, high interest at this point. But I'm trying to change that. And like I said, that part of that is that issue. All it takes is one person to make a change in life. We talk about Nelson Mandela, Gandhi, Martin Luther King, just for examples. It just took one of them to make some changes, to make changes. And like I said, all it takes is one change in self-esteem. Anyway, folks, I will talk to you later and have a great day. Bye.